Yes, it is time now for our No Surrender main event. World Heavyweight Championship at stake right now. While Bobby Roode has had to go the extra mile to cement his position as the #1 contender, settling the controversy of the 6 sides of steel when Roode recently defeated Eric Young. You know, Taz, this is a match Roode has been waiting for months. Longest reigning world champion in company history. He was iced. MVP was in charge here. He put Roode on the sidelines, but now months of frustration are over. Roode looks at this as his time to take back the top position in the company.
And Bobby Roode is not deemed the it factor for no reason. This guy knows how to get it done. He's a pressure player. And trust me, Lashley's aware of that. Lashley's camp is aware of that. When you put the title on the line against this cat right here and Bobby Roode, beware. He can walk out of here champ tonight.
Here comes the champion, the multi-sport star, Lashley, the Destroyer. Nothing but success, whether it's TNA Wrestling, whether it's Bellator MMA. In terms of TNA, the Destroyer has turned back challenges from everyone from Jeff Hardy to Eric Young to Austin Aries. But now, Taz, he must deal with the it factor who has had plenty of experience as a world heavyweight champion. Plenty of experience in high-pressure, high-stakes matches.
Well, both of these athletes burning a hole for each other, visually for sure. Nothing but disdain and hatred for each other. And Bobby Lashley, he's all business. Lashley's all business. We saw that a couple weeks ago in Bellator. He choked out Josh Burns, and he beat that dude down pretty good. And you know Bobby Roode saw that too. Lashley coming in here, as I said earlier tonight, with some momentum, I believe. Mentally, momentum, a confidence about himself. As if being the world champion is not enough confidence itself. Good luck to Roode against this cat right here.
And Bobby Roode also realizes he has to deal with the mouth MVP and that hothead Kenny King who went way too far earlier tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your No Surrender main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, from Manhattan Center in New York City, it's your World Heavyweight Championship title match. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 235 pounds and comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is the #1 contender for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World, the It Factor, Bobby Roode. And now, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 271 pounds and comes to us from Denver, Colorado. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Destroyer, Lashley.
Big match atmosphere in New York City. Taz, you can just feel the tension here in the Manhattan Center.
There's a whole lot of bad attitude in that ring right now. I don't know if it's more bad attitude from that guy or from the world champ Lashley. This is going to be heavy, man. I'm getting goosebumps right here. World title. Here we go.
Champion and challenger go face to face.
Well, there's no back down in Bobby Roode, that's for sure. And I don't think Lashley will want it any other way.
Taz, let's talk game plans. Let's talk strategy. What does Bobby Roode need to do to counter what is the pure, raw power and strength of a man who has been absolutely unstoppable since becoming World Heavyweight Champion in Lashley.
If I am Roode, I'm staying away from that mat. I do not want to get into a mat game, a mat war, or catch-as-catch-can, exchange holds with someone like Lashley. That's not a good idea. I'd rather deal with the power of Lashley if I'm Roode, because Roode's smart enough to let Lashley make a mistake, and if Lashley does that, trust me, the challenger will capitalize.
I think that's why we have a unique situation here, because normally when you'd have someone with the experience and with the ability of a Bobby Roode, you would say, well, you counteract that pure raw power and strength by trying to out-wrestle that person.
No disrespect to Bobby Roode, I love him, and I think he's a tremendous competitor, an amazing pro wrestler, an amazing TNA star, the longest reigning world champion in our company's history. But you do not, if you're Roode, you do not want to exchange holds with Bobby Lashley. Just not going to happen.
Did you see the ease
the leapfrog, right?
of Lashley with the leapfrog for a man his size? That's just not right.
No, I'm telling you, I've said it before, you could grab NFL athletes that are big and jacked up, that are supposed to be great athletes. I don't care, you grab NBA athletes, anybody you want. You're not going to find a guy with the pure body mass, the low body fat, and the speed, athleticism, and vertical jumping ability for someone like Lashley. Look at that.
Get that leapfrog, and Roode puts on the brakes, and then there's the quickness of Roode as he sidesteps Lashley. Oh my God!
Now he's mad. Now the champ's mad, and see, that's what I'm saying. The challenger now will capitalize. He's got more experience than Lashley. Let's be honest. Wow, look at that! That's impressive.
Well, that time, it's Roode with the power game. The powerful clothesline sends the champ out to the floor, and it's time to regroup here for the Destroyer, along with MVP, the mouth calling timeout, and the King of the Night, Kenny King.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking, the word regroup. As you said that, Mike, no doubt. And that's exactly what Lashley's camp is doing. They're kind of getting them set here and reset. Basically, just a little reset. Sometimes that's going to happen.
I think Lashley was almost caught off guard by the fact that Roode was able to just overpower him at that point.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, Bobby Roode is deceiving. He's not just quick. He's not just so cunning and talented on the mat. In a power game also, he'll surprise you. Just look at Roode's finishing move, that Roode bomb. He'll pick up a dude like Lashley, the size of Lashley, the world champ, and he will Roode bomb, I'm telling you.
Bobby Roode was distracted by Kenny King. Out of the view, out of the sight line of the referee, Brian Hebner, in this world title match. And that enables the champion to take over. Challenger fights back. First, the elbow out of the corner, then the big boot.
There we go. Roode trying to get some momentum. Look at that.
Wait a minute.
MVP. Oh, come on. This is too much.
Is this important of a match?
Hold on, look.
Yes.
Well, it looks like he's throwing MVP out of here. Brian Hebner, referee, but he's letting Kenny King stay out here. I guess because Hebner caught MVP red-handed.
Yes, MVP being sent to the back. Is this the chance to crown a new world champion? Can Roode do it? We'll find out when we return. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back at a sold-out Manhattan Center in the Big Apple in New York City. This is our World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Bobby Roode, the challenger. Lashley, the destroyer, the champion. Bobby Roode with the explosive offense, and then the corner clothesline that rocks the champ.
And you can just see Roode. He's trying to keep the pressure on Lashley, but it's so hard. He's so powerful. It looked like Roode was going for a fisherman buster, but Lashley countered. But talk about a counter. Good boot right there by Roode. Can he capitalize?
Yeah, and I'm also sensing here that Bobby Roode's back may not be 100%.
Oh.
We saw him favoring the back as he went to the corner, even as he tried to position himself on the ropes.
Well, you got to be careful because Lashley might be thinking spear. If he's got a problem, Roode with his back could be thinking spear.
How about the way that Roode, maybe he trapped him, able to drop down, and now he's not only got the arm seized, but he's cranking back on the head.
Yeah, and that's definitely a painful submission, and you see,
come on,
Kenny King grabbing the boot. And it is.
I've had just about enough of Kenny King tonight on many fronts.
Yeah, well, we saw... Oh, what's that? EY? Eric Young, yeah.
That's the way to do it. Eric Young, he's had enough also of Kenny King. And points to Bobby Roode.
Oh, there goes Kenny King, thanks to EY. Oh, watch your back, Roode. Watch your back.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
Yeah, come on, look at just when we even this thing up as a one-on-one match. Now, Lashley takes over. Roode able to slide down and go right back to the submission.
Got it locked in right in the middle of the ring. I didn't think that Roode would try to go submission game. I said it was a bad idea. I guess I was wrong. He's got Lashley. Will Lashley tap?
Well, I couldn't agree more. Ring positioning looks good. Lashley's got a long way to get a rope break. Can he use his power just to power out? And that's what he's going to do.
He did, but he got wrist control first, and he broke out of that hold. That crossface, that was smart, and then he utilized his power. Stuff that old world champ does so well, and pieces things together. His credibility, his wrestling ability, along with his power, which makes him so deadly. I think Roode's about to eat a spear, my friend.
Oh, the look on the face of the world champion, the Destroyer Lashley, as now we finally have this one-on-one match, and you called it. The spear, the explosive offense. Champ covers, leg hook. Sort of a nonchalant pin attempt there, with Lashley counting along with the referee. He really didn't have his weight position across Roode. I think he thought the spear was going to be enough. No, let's take another look.
Yes, take another look at the spear, the impact of the speed of the spear, I should say. And it's very rare that you see Lashley do what he did on that pin cover. A lackadaisical cover. That's not his style. And he's a little shocked that Roode had the fortitude to kick out and the toughness. That was impressive. Now what?
Well, now what is the champion going to bring that championship, the title, into the ring? And we just overheard the referee, Brian Hebner, say you can't use that. Swing and a miss with the championship. And wait a minute. Could be Roode. Here's the cover. Challenger on top. No, Lashley escapes. Well, how about this? In the course of the past minute or so, first we saw the spear, and then we saw this.
Yeah, no doubt. Roode with that just massive boom, that Roode bomb. I told you to be able to get him up, Mike. Roode is deceivingly powerful. But it wasn't enough. I mean, both men are down. Who's going to get to their feet first? That's the question. World title at stake here.
Yes, both men go to their patented finishing moves. The spear of Lashley, the Roode bomb from Roode, but neither able to put their opponent away.
Look at this now. The situation where both men are going punch for punch for a knee. Roode might lose this one here. He's got that those Canadian tough right hands. The challenger.
Yeah, but then at the same time, the champion, he has all that MMA experience in terms of striking.
Yeah, but the champion looks a little bit out of gas here. He looks a little toasted. Well, maybe not.
Lashley's momentum derailed by the spike.
Mike!
Pin. No.
Super close to crowning our new world heavyweight champion in Roode.
And Roode even questioning the referee, asking him, how close was I to the 3 count? And you saw how Hebner explained that Lashley was able to roll the shoulder at the last second and avoid the 3 count. Off the quick reversal. Roode tried to float over. Good luck with that. And then there's the running power slam.
Hit here.
No.
And I thought that was going to be it. I think our live audience here in the Manhattan Center, they thought that was it also. Man, how much more can both these men put on each other?
Just thinking about the amazing resiliency of both Roode and Lashley. The fact that they've been hit with some of the most devastating moves in wrestling. Moves that have put out opponent after opponent.
Look at this here, look at this.
Shoulders, Roode trying to fight it off. If you think about all the victories Lashley has attained. Wait a minute, going to go Roode bomb again.
He's hanging on. Look at
the defense.
He's hanging on to the ropes. That's that grip strength, the power. Whoa!
Well, that's one way to take care of it.
Oh, no! Let's take a Roode bomb to the outside. Oh, look at this, Mike.
Man!
Holy cow! It was like surreal when that happened. The sound, that thud, that powerful thud that Lashley's body made hitting the outside.
You know, Taz, as we watch this match unfold, the one thing that I keep thinking about, the Destroyer Lashley, who's been absolutely unstoppable since becoming TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He has not been tested like he's being tested tonight by the It Factor Bobby Roode. It just hasn't happened.
No, sir.
And you can see right there just the effect of Lashley. You seen Lashley like that before?
I don't know what's going to happen in this match. No, to answer your question, no. I don't know who's going to win, who's going to lose, but I'll tell you this much. I'm pretty sure that Lashley's going to have nothing but loads of respect for the man named the It Factor, Bobby Roode, after this thing.
How much energy did Roode just use at that point just to get someone the size of Lashley back in the ring?
What Roode knows, as it goes, you have to get the man in the ring to win the match. Can't win on the outside in this type of a matchup here, so can the It Factor Roode, Bobby Roode, can he capitalize here? Can the challenger capitalize? He's got the champ rocked and reeled, man.
And he's going to go high risk. Uh-oh.
The fourth.
Yeah, there's no reward there.
Again, that's that just pure power of the champion. He's running probably on a half a tank of gas. He was able to press slam the guy out of the corner. Oh, my God, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Another spear coming.
Yeah, if you're Bobby Roode.
Look at the intensity.
You may not know that this is coming. Champion, the Destroyer, Lashley, he's got Roode in his sights.
Roode's going to know in about a second or two what's about to hit him.
Here he comes, full speed ahead. Oh, this time it's the leapfrog by Roode. But you saw the way that he landed, and his leg gave out. Oh, then it was sidestep Lashley. Gonna take him up, gonna go Roode bomb. Does he have the strength? No, the leg gave out again. There's the spear. Now Lashley gonna go for the pin off the spear. Gets the win.
Your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, Lashley.
Man, just an amazing World Heavyweight title match here at No Surrender, Taz.
It's just total physicality. Both men busting their rear ends out here. Great matchup for the World Heavyweight title. How bad did Lashley want to retain his title? How bad? Look at it. Did Roode want to become champion again? The physicality in this match, the intensity was just amazing, awe-inspiring in my opinion.
Yes, a terrific way to close out this No Surrender event. Yes, the Destroyer, Lashley, is still World Heavyweight Champion. But the thought that I take away from this match tonight at No Surrender, even in victory, I don't think that Lashley has ever been tested like he was tested by Roode tonight.